This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
And welcome back. January is National Blood Donor Month, and the American Red Cross invites those who are eligible to join the millions of blood donors across the country in helping ensure a stable blood supply for patients in need. This morning we have Dan Fox from the American Red Cross to tell us the importance of donating blood. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, keeping warm, thank you.
Yeah, and you definitely I would say is a little better and warmer here than where you're from in St. Louis, because you were saying you got 10 inches of snow the other day.
Absolutely. St. Louis got about 10 and a half up to a foot of snow, depending on where you were. So coming up here to Kirksville was a nice reprieve.
A nice little break, I can say,
exactly.
Right? All right, so first off, let's go ahead and talk about January. Why is January National Blood Donor Month?
Well, it's been National Blood Donor Month since 1970. Every year, January is a chance for the American Red Cross to thank and recognize those people who come out and donate blood and help save lives. It's also a chance for us to invite others who haven't donated before, whether it's because they haven't been old enough or they've just never done it. We invite them to come out and join us as well.
So why is there a constant need for blood donations?
Well, the need for blood is constant, as you said, and the reason is this. Every 2 seconds, someone in this country needs blood. And if you want to localize that here to the Missouri-Illinois region, the Red Cross needs to collect about 800 blood products every single day to keep up with the demand from our hospitals and the patients that are served by those hospitals. And so when you start to see those big numbers, you start to think about those numbers, you start to realize just how important the need is.
Yeah, so you were just talking about how important the need is and how many you need for collection. So what is your goal? Do you set a goal for every blood drive, or do you set a goal for the year? Talk about that.
Sure. Each blood drive does have a goal, does have an amount that we would like to collect, and that goal is set by a few different factors, including the time of the year, the setting where it's held, things like that. And it's certainly our hope that each one of our blood drives does hit goal. But unfortunately, because of the weather that we've seen over the last several days, not just here in the north, but across the entire region, we've had to cancel several blood drives, and other blood drives haven't been able to meet their goals because of low turnout. And so, again, you could really start to understand now why those donations are so important, especially after this weather has rolled through.
Now let's go ahead and talk about who's eligible to donate blood. If you know, a lot of people are probably watching at home and have never donated blood and are wondering if they're eligible or not. So talk about the eligibility.
Sure, you have to be at least 17 years old or 16 here in Missouri and Illinois. If you're 16, you need parental consent. Otherwise, you have to weigh at least 110 pounds and just be in overall good health.
Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about the actual process. For somebody that's never done it, from start to beginning, how long does it take, and what are the steps that go with it?
Sure. Typically, the entire donation process, from the moment you walk in to the moment you leave, takes about an hour, sometimes about 45 minutes. And what's going to happen is you're going to enter the blood drive, whether it be at your local church, school, business organization, what have you. We're going to sign you in. We're going to give you a booklet that you can read that lists essentially what's going to happen, as well as some of those eligibility questions that people have. After that, you're going to meet with one of our knowledgeable staff members, and he or she is going to give you essentially a mini physical. They're checking for things like blood pressure, for iron level, to make sure that you are in fact healthy enough to donate blood and that you're feeling well enough to give. After you go through that process, that's when the fun starts. That's when you get to lay on the bed with the needle in your vein. We take 1 pint of your blood, and that 1 pint can help save up to 3 lives.
Wow.
And then after you donate, more fun. You get the free snacks, the free treats, and then you go on your way knowing you're a hero.
Right. That's awesome. So we know that we have several blood drives around the heartland, even today. So for those that have never been and want to go, what do they need to bring with them?
Sure. Make sure that you bring a photo ID. Make sure that, again, if you are 16 years old, that you bring a signed parental consent form, and we do have those consent forms at all of our blood drives. Also make sure that you're wearing loose-fitting clothes, something with sleeves that you can roll up, so that we can make sure that we get a good stick in your arm, and make sure that we get a good donation.
Okay, now should people eat a well-balanced meal beforehand?
That's a fantastic question. I'm glad you asked. Yes, absolutely. A lot of people go into donating blood thinking it's like surgery, thinking they better not eat anything. That's not what you want to do. You want to make sure that you do eat a well-balanced meal. Make sure that you stay hydrated as well. Drink some water, not just before you donate blood, but stay hydrated and eat after you donate as well.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Dan. What we'll do is we'll post everything on our website at heartlandconnection.com. We'll list some of the upcoming blood drives around the Heartland and across Northeast Missouri and Southeast Missouri, Southeast Iowa as well, and we'll link up the American Red Cross information as well. Thank you once again for coming here. I appreciate it.